All right. Hello, my name is Buns. I've never done something like this, but I wanted to do a review on Ted Lasso, saying as the new season was coming out, or it is coming out now currently as I'm recording this. Um, but this show had a big effect on me. So I thought it would be a fun idea or project to just go through and kind of give my thoughts on what I was going through. Um, so I think we're gonna go we're going to go episode by episode and just kind of watch this together. Um, like, comment, subscribe. This is my first time doing anything like this, so this intro may be a little off pace or a little bit of a different tone than the rest of what's going on, but I'm just gonna go into it. Um, we're just gonna jump in and watch a little bit, and then I'll start talking. I find this like switch in tones so interesting. Even in the first few seconds, it's interesting. The only actual character we see on that soccer field is Jamie Tart. Like every other character there throughout the rest of the seasons, I don't think there's a single named character there. And what that was what 15 seconds of an intro. It's very interesting how immediately they changed the tone when this is Rebecca. Um, Rebecca is the owner of this team, and as you'll see, is in a little bit of a pickle. It's interesting to me, though, how they change these tones between the settings and the characters. And I know all of this is silly, kind of fun. We'll go into that a little bit later, too. Um, but I just find like these choices to be something to think about. Anyways, we'll get back into it.
Rupert and I bought this on our 5th anniversary.
Why, you have exquisite taste.
Do you want it?
If it's a Hockney, it must be worth £1,000,000.
Good point. You should have said yes. Auction pile, please.
Right away, man.
So,
As you can see here, it's interesting to me. Rebecca's first scene is about Rupert. Her first introduction is about this love that wasn't really a love to her. Um, I don't know. When I first watched this show, I didn't think Rupert was that big of a character. I thought that like it was morely based around who we're seeing and talking to. But rewatching it through, it's clear how big of a part of Rebecca's character this is.
Mrs. Mannion. Excuse me, Miss Welton. George is here.
If he's here, why isn't he here?
Oh, yes. Good point. George.
Iggy boy.
Good one.
I love what you've done to the place. Did you do it yourself or get some puff to help you?
I could ask the same of your hair. Please.
She's a cheeky one, isn't she? Right, love, listen, I've got training in a minute, so whatever it is you need to get off your impressive chest, let me have it.
Of course. You're fired.
Yeah, right.
And I'll be buying out the remainder of your contract, so wish you the best of luck.
Fired? What the fuck for?
I suppose I could go for any number of reasons, really. Your casual misogyny, for one.
What?
I know, it's a big word. Ask one of your daughters what it means. Or perhaps it's your performance, having led this team through yet another remarkably average season. Or maybe it's because you insist on wearing those tiny shorts that force me to see one of your testicles. And there's the other one. Liam and Noel. Though perhaps not an oasis. Still, if I'm being completely honest, George, you're fired because I'm the owner now and I don't like you. Now do piss off, you fat twat.
Hey, Iggy boy, what do you think's worse? Your husband cheating on you? Or being the last to know?
Is there someone that could pop out and fetch me a salad?
Nothing with raisins in it, please.
Fuck you.
So what?
I love Rebecca so much. It's so, her character is so interesting to me. She is this strong, powerful woman, but like, she's also able to hold herself in like this corporate type of setting of the, I call them like professional fuck yous. It's just like she can say something really mean or nasty and just move on from it. And it's, of course, it's because she's hurt, but it's interesting how she's able to do all of this with a smile on her face comparatively to like being emotional and upset and like screaming. She is someone who I don't she's put together and falling apart at the exact same time. Ugh. Anyways,
What to do as far as new managers go? Shall I prepare a list of candidates?
No? That won't be necessary.
This is a bit of surprising news from the other side of the Atlantic. AFC Richmond announced the hiring of their new manager, one Theodore Ted Lasso. Of course, recently it was Coach Lasso leading the Division II Wichita State Shockers to their first ever national title in American football. He took the Shockers from a garbage program all the way to the promised land in his very first season as head coach. But for a lot of us, that's not how Ted Lasso found his way into our hearts, certainly not into our living rooms. For me, it'll always be Ted celebrating a moment of joy with his team in a way that you really have to see to understand. And then even when you see it, I don't necessarily know that understanding is what we're doing. Right on, Ted. Do your thing, man, and good luck with the most beautiful game. Do us proud. Go America.
that is interesting to me. It's our first introduction of Ted without even really seeing Ted, you know? It's I want to think about this point a little bit more, but this is when I first watched this and when I watched it again, it hits me in a very interesting way. It's like we're getting a view of Ted, but not from himself. And it's like this symbolic view of how the world is like presenting Ted. And I don't know how to describe it because it's like we get this idea of Ted's importance and value. Like that video shows so much home bonding and team bonding and even Beard in the background. I love how he looks. Like just look at Beard's face. Look at Beard's face. He's so funny. You'll meet Beard in a little bit. We'll talk about Beard in a second. Sorry.
Right on, Ted. Do your thing, man, and good luck.
But there's this air of not supporting. It's like, good luck. We don't understand what you're doing, but like, go for it. And it just continues to feel like there is this fake sentiment of support, but actually deep down, it's not there. People don't understand. People don't value what he's doing. And it's just like Ted and his team. And that's where he gets it. I don't know. There's a lot into this introduction I think is very interesting, but I'm not entirely sure right now what it fully means.
With the most beautiful game. Do us proud. Go America.
that book. Sorry. Let's go
Go
find that
America.
again. One, I also love Ted because he is so disarming. And all of this tension that we had with Rebecca and the setup, it now comes to Ted, and it's just this calm, relaxing, um, subverting feeling. Ted will often be the comic relief or like the subversion of the emotional tension, but that doesn't mean it's gone. And what I love about this show is it shows so much more than tells. And if you're not watching, then you won't get it. And it'll just go past you. And that's what I love about it a little bit. Like I don't know how to pronounce this. The Darman Buns or Bums. Essentially, this is a book written in like the 1950s where uh like a philosopher Jack Cor Kerouac. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. Um, but he talks about the transition between these drug-fueled, fast-paced city life and the transition to like Buddhism and a more natural Zen like counterculture um, to how society was making this fast-paced life. Um, we'll catch it in a minute, but I think it's super interesting that they gave Ted this book. He's not reading about soccer. He's on chapter 14, which specifically talks about this this Buddhist monk. On chapter 14, it is the exact moment where he is leaving these drug-fueled, like sex-fueled cities and finding his own path and detaching from the world and finally taking the first steps of enlightenment in the Buddhism. Um, we'll come back to this later near the end of this episode, but I find this is so interesting. Ted isn't thinking about soccer. Ted isn't thinking about like his job. Ted isn't thinking about any of that. He's finding his internal self. And from this character we don't know anything about right now, his first real thing is reading a book on like the guide of like finding internal zen and finding yourself. I love it. I love it so much because without saying a word, it shows that this character is flawed and he's fucking hurting and he's trying to find some way to heal. But we don't know what he needs to heal from yet.
Oi, mate, there's you.
I believe it is.
Oh, man. Legend. Can I get an Aussie? Dope.
You know, back where I'm from, we call those selfies.
Well, it's not myself, yeah? It's us. And a Aussie.
Yeah, I like that.
Wicked. You coaching football, mate. You are a legend for doing something so stupid. I mean, it's mental. They're gonna fucking murder you.
Well, you know, I've heard that tune before, but here I am still dancing.
Legend.
Yeah.
What I find interesting about that, I thought that scene was like a little awkward and just kind of used as comic relief. Because again, I find this trend of showing this heavy, dark, emotional moment, and then Ted just finds some sort of silly comic relief, like quip to just totally disarm that moment. So like the ussy, that is just a silly kind of like tension relieving joke. But what is interesting to me about this is 2 times in a row, like right back to back, it's a symbolization of the world not believing in Ted, telling him he's crazy, telling him he's stupid, telling him that basically he's not going to succeed. And all Ted can do is just laugh about it. I just find it so interesting.
Maybe. What you rating? Another soccer book. Coach, you're a sponge.
I love Coach Beard. This is Coach Beard. We're going to hear his name in a second. The difference between Coach Beard and Ted is like, I don't want to keep using the word interesting, but it's something that I can just keep biting onto. They are these, in my opinion, like these exact opposite flips of not even the same coin, but like they're a team, so they are. And where Ted, like Coach Beard, he's reading the inverting the pyramid. It's a soccer tactics book. He's learning everything he can about soccer. All he is engrossed in is his physical job and learning this sport and learning the strategies and being as best of a coach he can. And he's like very like hands-on physical. Like I don't think Beard cares about feelings and silly Billy like habba jabbas. I think Beard is about what is there and what he can get done. I find their dynamics so interesting. I love Coach Beard.
Come on, hit me with a fun fact.
They don't say out of bounds, they say into touch.
Okay, you owe me $5 if I sneak that into a sentence later.
You're on.
Good evening. We'll be dimming the cabin shortly.
You should get some sleep. The jet lag will kill us.
Yeah. Are we nuts for doing this?
Yeah, this is nuts.
Hey, but taking on a challenge is a lot like riding a horse, isn't it? If you're comfortable while you're doing it, probably doing it wrong.
I find that like moment really interesting. This is like one of the first times Ted is actually doubting himself. He is getting reassurance. And of course, Beard is like giving it to him a little bit. But as we'll learn later, there is a good reason why these two are buddies and friends. But like, I think for me, this comes back to also another moment in season 3 about Ted's lack of trust in himself and Ted's ability to be uncomfortable with the situation. Like his ability to just say, like, screw it, we're going to do it no matter what. I don't know. I find those aspects interesting, especially in context with things that we'll learn later.
Okay, good night, Coach.
Good night, Coach.
Hey. If we see each other in our dreams, let's goof around a little bit, pretend like we don't know each other.
You got it, stranger.
Nice.
How he disarms the situation. I feel like this could say 1,000 words within themselves. We'll go back to it to the end. I'm gonna, what is it, 551? This right here is, I think, the most important scene in this entire episode.
You didn't.
Sorry. Just to re-go back, I know we're pausing a ton in this episode. I love how they just subvert these emotional moments. This deep emotional moment cut into the intro like song like credit scene. We'll go over that credit scene or that intro scene later, and probably in the middle of the season would be a better time to explain my thoughts on that. But I love just how they switch the tone so quickly.
Sleep at all?
Not a wink. No, my brain just kept on cooking. At first, I was thinking about not sleeping. Then I was thinking about not sleeping. That's never good. Next thing you know, they're handing out warm chocolate chip cookies and the plane's landing.
I didn't get a cookie. Did you eat mine?
That's not part of the story. I think this is us right here. Hey, how you doing? Well, my name's Ted. What's yours?
Ollie.
Ollie, all right.
Let me get your bags.
No, Ollie. We packed them, we'll carry them. Love to make a little pit stop, though.
Okay, follow me.
Yeah, there you go. Coach, I got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore, right? Hey, I've never actually said that we're not in Kansas before.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah. Well, thanks for indulging us, Ollie. Ready to boogie whenever you are.
Okay, that's Tower Bridge.
Right, not the London Bridge, because this one's still up.
You know how they came up with soccer?
So these Victorian-era headmasters, all they wanted to do was get the boys to stop masturbating, so they invented a sport where the boys wouldn't use their hands at all, and they thought that might do the trick. Not sure if it worked, but...
What I think is interesting about this, one, I love Beard's just silliness, but it's interesting to me, Ted, his first priority, it's not doing, like, not meeting the players, not meeting the manager, none of that. What is his first priority?
Feels different, Coach. I mean, the same, but different.
Metaphor?
You know it, baby.
Stop touching the grass! Get off! Get off the pitch! Stop touching the grass!
Yep.
Please! Who are you?
Well, I'm Ted Lasso. This is Coach Beard here.
Oh, God, you're the new manager.
Yes, sir.
I didn't look to take all the grass you want.
Oh, no,
we just
that-
had it
that's
cut.
very
I can
nice.
go through the garbage if you want. I can get you some more.
That's all right. No need.
Thank you.
We meet Nate. I love Nate so much. I don't know. This intro of Nate is so funny to me. But to me, it's also we'll finish and then I'll say what I'm saying.
Whew.
Oh, yeah.
Still, we've got to get off the grass.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Do we apologize? Sorry about that, grass.
Sorry, Granite.
So we're...
He is like this shy, like internal boy, but what doesn't make sense, if Nate is so shy, how does he have the courage to go run across the field and tell these strangers, like, get off the grass? And it's just because it's been prepped recently or mowed or whatever lawn care goes into, like, taking care of soccer fields. But he's so forward. He runs across this entire, like, grass field screaming at these strangers. And to me, it shows how serious he is about soccer, how serious he is about this club, how much he cares, how much, like, it means to him. But it's so interesting to me. We'll see in a little.
We're supposed to meet with Rebecca Welton.
Yeah, that's where I'm taking you.
Oh, look at this guy. One step ahead. Hey, what's your name, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
No one ever asked my name.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, whenever you're ready.
Oh, it's Nathan.
Nathan! Oh, I love that name. Hey, love your hot dogs.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, good. You all got Nathan's hot dogs here.
No.
Okay. I love this kid.
But right opposed to that, we have a scene where, Ted's asking his name. And what I love about this scene, to me, this is the first moment of Ted, like, being Ted. I have no other way to describe it other than, like, he's not going to let you go be some awkward shut-in guy who is just to himself. Like, he's going to force Nate to introduce himself, even though no one else cares about Nate. Obviously, no one even asked him his name. But now the head coach cares about this basically water boy. It's very interesting to me how Ted will go and change people who you wouldn't expect to be changed like that.
Love him.
I'll introduce you, big boss. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Ted Lasso, your new coach. You must be Miss Welton.
Oh, please, call me Rebecca. Miss Welton's my father.
If that's a joke, I love it. If not, I cannot wait to unpack that with you.
This here's Coach Beard.
It is so good to finally meet you both face to face. Higgins, oh, sorry, this is Higgins, our current Director of Communications.
Current.
Could you take...
Oh, there's a lot going on in this scene. Is this where we learn Higgins' name? I forgot if I said his name earlier or not. Okay. Sorry, it took me a moment just to collect myself. We'll go over this entire scene in a moment too, but this goes back to Rebecca's like sharp, powerful, but like meanness. Our current director of communications that like totally implying that Higgins' job is up for threat, totally implying like she's just constantly sneaking in these snake-like comments like you're not safe because she's hurt. She is hurt and still just lashing out at everyone, but in this kind of disguised way. I find it so interesting how she's like tiptoeing her way around being an asshole while still being the boss and still being hurt and still just upholding all of it. I find it so interesting what's going on within Rebecca right now.
Coach Beard and get him their IDs, housing information, you know, anything they need.
Wi-Fi password, wet wipes.
Humidifier. Way ahead of you, Coach.
Thank you.
Please, take a seat.
Okay.
Can I get you something to drink?
Yes, please. Didn't get much sleep on the plane, so anything you got a little boosted caffeine should do the trick. You know, mochaccino, frappuccino, any coffee thing, as long as I can't taste the hint of coffee is good.
How do you take your tea?
Well, usually I take it right back to the counter because someone's made a horrible mistake. But when in Rome, right? Yeah. Look at that. Okay.
Well?
You know, I always figured that tea was just going to taste like hot brown water. And you know what? I was right. Yeah, it's horrible. No, thank you.
Welcome to England.
Yeah, get used to it, sucker, right?
Now, would you like a tour
Oh, I'd love to see Abbey Road.
of the club?
Yeah, let's start there.
So, this hall represents the club's long, albeit modest.
Okay, before we go into the rest of their introduction to each other, what I find so interesting, maybe just to look at or think about while they're having this, is we're gonna keep watching Ted's like charm and his disarmingness, and all of his just like silly jokes, like fire one after another, after another, after another, and you're gonna watch how they just don't land with Rebecca. It's interesting how you take the dynamic of Ted and Nate and how immediately Ted starts to change Nate a little bit with his sense of charm and quip, but how much longer it takes Rebecca to finally, what I call it is like be Tedified, is like just stop being so alone. Anyways.
History. The first match was played in 1897. During the war, our stadium was used as a makeshift hospital.
Okay, pause on this. In my opinion, we'll see another episode soon. This is such a stupid plot point, and like this was one of the only very weak plot points in this show that like I just found myself totally disinterested by. But it's okay, you know, it's just a side random thing for them to continue to push the plot along. And it's like fun foreshadowing.
Some of the locals claim they still see fallen soldiers wandering around the pitch.
Ooh, that's spooky.
Oh, do you believe in ghosts, Ted?
I do. But more importantly, I think they need to believe in themselves. You know?
Okay. And this is a wall of our previous owners.
Okay. Well, now look at this fella up here. With the girls and the champagne and everything. He looks like a good time.
That's my ex-husband.
Well, good times aren't always a good time.
To me, I find this interesting so much. Like, look at Ted's face. This is Rupert. And we talked about Rupert just a little bit earlier at the very start. Her ex-husband who was cheating on her. All of this starts with just like a silly comment on Rupert being a fun guy, but it leads somewhere much heavier in tone, which I find so interesting.
I found. I heard about all that. How are you holding up?
Yeah, hasn't been the easiest year.
Yeah.
So we'll need you to speak to the press.
Oh yeah, heard
wanna
about
go
all
back
that.
on that
How are you
moment
holding
first.
up?
Yeah, hasn't been the easiest year.
Just like that entire moment, I didn't get the pause perfectly, but there's so much weight in all of the, this is one of the rare times I really love live action. Like as you see Rebecca's
time.
face,
I
look at
found.
her bottom lip as she
I've
talks
heard
about
about all
this.
that. How are you holding up?
Yeah, hasn't been the easiest year.
To me, it's like there's a quiver there, and in just this is the first time Rebecca is being just like even just the smallest hint being vulnerable about what's actually going on with her. And they don't say it. We'll talk about this a little bit later at the very end of this review. I'll give a kind of bigger spoiler. But look at Ted's face. To me, there's just so much emotional weight in this tiny little comment, in this small moment about Rebecca's divorce. And there's a very clear reason why. But what's so interesting is then immediately this very just like hard emotional moment, if you're reading into it, gets transitioned into what?
So we'll need you to speak to the press.
Oh yeah. No, after a couple nights good sleep, I'll be happy to do so.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you knew. They're ready for you now.
They're what?
So without further ado, the new manager of AFC Richmond, Ted Lasso.
Okay. All right. How y'all doing? Oh.
Yes, coach. You knew I told you. Look how coach.
What's interesting about this is the first time like we saw the team barely in that first small section where the only player we were able to really highlight was Jamie. But even in this first moment where we're seeing the locker room, it's so interesting to look at the breakdown of the team. We have Jamie alone in the corner, like not caring about anything, lifting him for himself, only for himself. We have Sam and we have Roy in the front. Roy is this one right here, the white guy with the black hair, and then Sam is the black guy with the black hair. I find it interesting that they highlight these characters. To me, it's clear why they highlight Roy. He's the captain of the team. He's the one in charge of everyone, and he's like the old timer and like the one everyone respects. Of course, he's gonna be highlighted. Why is Sam highlighted? Why are like this is the first episode? There are important things that happen with Sam much later, but why is he important right now? I wouldn't be able to tell you. That's something I'd have to think about, and I've thought about it quite a lot.
If I don't hear silence, I'm going to start punching dicks.
1 second. Just throat got a little dry. Ooh, did not expect fizzy water there. Sorry.
Look at this twat! Fucking yank.
Okay, so hey, why don't we just jump right in? Anybody got any questions? Oh yeah, no, should have saw that coming. You know what? You can put your hands down real quick. How about I go ahead and address the...
Why does Beard look shocked and scared here? Out of the like 4 times I've watched this, I haven't been able to figure that out. And I'm wondering if it's just because like Beard doesn't like talking to people and he wouldn't enjoy talking to the press. But I don't know if there's something deeper than that. Also, Rebecca's face is so funny here. Oh my God.
larger than average elephant in the room. No, I have never coached the sport that you folks call football. At any level.
Jesus.
And heck, you could fill 2 internets with what I don't know about football. But I'll tell you what I do know. I know that AFC Richmond, like any team I've ever coached, is going to go out there and give you everything they got for all 4 quarters. What was that?
2 halves.
Oh, right, sorry. Halves, yeah. They're gonna give you everything they got for 2 halves, win or lose.
Or tie.
Right, y'all do ties here. Sorry, that's gonna take some getting used to for me, okay? Because back where I'm from, you try to end the game in a tie, well, that might as well be the first sign of the apocalypse. Now, look here, I respect what you folks in the media do, and my door is always gonna be open. All right, you can ask me anything. No topic will be into touch.
All right, one final question.
How about the fella right there in the second row there? Yeah. I like your glasses.
Thank you. Trent Krim, The Independent. I just want to make sure I have this right. You're an American who's never set foot in England, whose athletic success has only come at the amateur level, a second-tier one at that, and has now been charged with the leadership of a Premier League football club, despite clearly possessing very little knowledge of the game.
You got a question in there, Trent?
Yeah. Is this a fucking joke?
Thank you, Trent!
I love journalists. I mean, do you even name any footballers?
Well, yeah, you got Ronaldo and the fella that bends it like himself.
Fucking dickhead, mate!
Made a film on it! Who the fuck are you? You know how many games in the Premiership season?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Nobody can understand you.
Who won the league last year?
I actually don't know the answer to that, I'm sorry.
What's a goalie?
The fella with the big Mickey Mouse hands in by the net.
Need to go back to a
Fucking hell!
Coach Lasso, good Lord, you must forgive my fellow countrymen.
One, I let all of that play out just because I didn't think it'd be fun to interrupt that. Fun fact, though, this part right here was the birth of this show. Originally, this part right here was just a Saturday Night Live skit that was just like supposed to be an American football coach going to England and knowing nothing about soccer and having like a bad press report. And that was such a funny idea. It birthed this entire show of Ted Lasso. So you can find somewhere on YouTube like the original cut version of like the Saturday Night Live skit of this. And what I think is really fun, I don't know this guy's name in real life, but like they use the same actor for the skit. So it's just like super funny. Anyways, that tandem aside, what I find so interesting about this scene is, in my opinion, this like super highlights why Rebecca is as like shady slash snakily like mean or rude as she is. She can't just like come out and say what she's thinking. She's had to deal with the press her entire life. She's had to figure out ways to say things to get what she means across without having a whole Ted moment where you're spitting bubble water on the mic. I just find this moment to me justifies Rebecca's actions so much more than anything we like previously were like aware of or established to.
Somewhere over the last few years, we seem to have abandoned all sense of manners and hospitality. My, aren't you a salty bunch?
But I can't remember the last time the press room was this full. Yet here you all are. Maybe you're not such a mad notion after all. And despite the number of you here, there is not a single person in this room who has seen Richmond play more than I have.
And in all those years, under the stewardship of the previous owner, I've witnessed nothing but profound mediocrity.
And immediately, her first defense of Ted is like a discrediting of Rupert. Her first thing that she says is basically a fuck you to Rupert. I find that so interesting. In every single moment, she's able to use anything that's like what's happening as a catalyst to still push her vendetta, as a way to still get what she wants.
Am I wrong?
Well, it's a bit,
Am I wrong? Now, Coach Lasso may not have the CV that you all find acceptable, but he does have one thing this club doesn't. A trophy from this millennium.
So, like it or not,
Richmond are changing the way we do things. And from now on, that way is the Lasso Way.
It's the first, the Lasso Way. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna title this video that, but it's the first mention of the Lasso Way. I'm 90% sure that there are quite a few things that happen from that one statement. I think she's the catalyst of it. She's the one who puts it in the heads of the people. She's the one who put it into my head. I love this moment so much.
We look forward to seeing you all at our next match with Crystal Palace. Thank you so much.
Nice meeting y'all, and sorry for spitting on all your stuff up here.
Thank you.
I gave him 3 weeks.
Oh, boy. Oh, I'm sorry about that. No, I don't know what happened.
Ted, don't you think about them for another second. You have a job to do, and proving them wrong just been added to the list.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Coach. Yeah. See, I'm fine when there's no bubbles. You know, I can do that all day.
As someone who does not like sparkling water, I liked this moment. It made me laugh the first time I watched it.
Oh, okay. You know, I'd love to say hi to the team if I can.
Can't keep a gaffer from his pitch.
Oh, you can say that again. Okay. I am 0 for 2 in that sentence.
What that sentence actually means is you can't keep a coach from his field. And what is so interesting about that, I didn't think about that till literally watching it right now. What is the first thing Ted does when he comes? He's the coach and he goes to the field. You can't keep a gaffer from his pitch. And even though he has no idea what it means, it's like Ted still knows what to do, even though he does not know what it means to do it. I love it.
Miss Walton, I was a bit sceptical, but after hearing you speaking there, I'm excited by your choice. Coach Lasso is just what we need.
Oh, he's an absolute wanker.
I know. Pardon?
I hope he fails miserably. See, my ex-husband truly loved only one thing his entire life. This club. And Ted Lasso is going to help me burn it to the ground. I want to torture Rupert. I want him to feel like he's been fucked in the arse with a splintered cricket bat, just in and out, over and over, in a constant loop. Like a GIF. That's what GIFs do, isn't it? They're just endless.
That's correct. Though some people pronounce it GIF.
Thank you, Higgins.
Thank you.
I think the lingering on this scene is just so funny to me.
Okay, wait, let me use in a sentence so it sticks. The gaffer, me, is going out to the pitch, the grass here, to watch practice.
Training. They call practice training.
Oh, it's vernacular. It won't be tough. You know what? I'm gonna get it, though, because training makes perfect.
There you go.
Oh, there's a man.
Come on, boys! Mark him man! Jesus, Mary, and fuckface Joseph! Eyes on the man you're marking, come on!
Ooh, who is that?
Roy Kent, team captain, classic old school box-to-box midfielder. Definitely lost a step.
You know, he's a legend. Won a Champions League with Chelsea, so...
8 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, what?
One, immediately, Nate doesn't believe himself. That, super interesting. But...
That is a darn fine sports mix, young fella. Coach, you try this? Oh, that does not come lightly from that fella, I'll tell you that. But you continue to impress, Nathan.
You remember my name.
That moment right there, not Jamie kicking the ball. Sorry.
Oh, that does not come lightly from that fella, I'll tell you that. But you continue to impress, Nathan.
You remember my name.
You remembered my name. Nate is getting lassoed. Nate's getting affected by Ted Lasso. I think we're watching the first one be bought into the Lasso Way. And it's just because he cares about people. He doesn't, like, it doesn't matter if you're the head player, if you're the lead of the team, he cares about everyone. It's just, I like these moments.
Holy smokes, did you see that? That fella looked like a kitty cat when he gets spooked by a cucumber. Who the heck is that?
Jamie Tart, top scorer on the team.
Fuck off.
Nate, what's he like?
Well, Jamie? Yeah, he's great. You know, football.
You know, what I think of it so interesting about this is normally they would go and talk about this. There would be a whole, like, another 5 minutes on talking about the player, blah, 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 blah. Just a look to Beard and a look back. Look on Ted's face and what he's about to say next. It says 1,000 words in less than, like, 5.
Yeah, I know fellas like that.
Sambo Basanya, right back defender out of the Nigerian League.
Nigeria? Like Africa? So these fellas are from all over the place?
I'm open, boy. Oh.
Well, I mean, he must be from England, yeah?
Wales.
Is that another country?
Yes and no.
How many countries are in this country?
4.
Kind of like America these days.
See, what's interesting about that is we have this important moment, and then it gets subverted with, like, a joke about how many foreign members there are on a team. And it's just, there's so many of these moments where it's like important subversion, important subversion. The locker room.
I do love a locker room. Smells like potential. And am I getting notes of Axe body spray?
Spot on, coach. But I think they call it something else here.
Oh. Ding, ding, ding.
Ah.
Lynx. My favorite of the jungle cats.
Look at your face. Look at your face.
Thanks.
See, I was just like such a fast moment, but let's look at it for another second. They all come in and they throw their shit at me.
Look at your face.
Thanks.
Just all fast, just like that. But to me, that is all we need to know on why Nate is so quiet, why he's so unconfident in himself, why he just isn't there yet. Like, what pushed this this boy filled with passion for soccer? He loves the sport. What could have pushed him to be this small, delicate, like, withdrawn person? And I think it's that moment right there.
Yeesh. Last time I saw eyes that cold, they were going head to head with Roy Scheider.
Jaws?
No, all that jazz. I'm gonna say something. Howdy, fellas. Don't stop what you're doing. My name's Ted Lasso. This here's Coach Beard. I know we don't officially start quite yet, but, you know, we just wanted to pop in, say howdy, let you know how excited we are to be here.
Knock, knock. Is everyone in here decent? Oh, boys, that's disappointing. Oh, shit. Am I interrupting you?
No, that's okay. How can I help you?
Oh, no, I'm here to pick up that one.
Yeah. Sorry, coach. She made me an appointment. Getting waxed. It's more for the fans than it is for me. Scored a goal. Got to take my shirt off.
Sweetheart.
I mean, I can stay if you want.
We're gonna pause for a moment. That is Keely. We're gonna learn her name in a minute, or maybe in a little bit. I like Keely a lot. She is a fun person. In my opinion, she was one of the only characters who didn't need to be, like, convinced to go the Lasso way. And we'll see why in a moment here. There's a lot going on with this dynamic. Just she's fun, and we'll learn a little bit more about her later. But Jamie right now is doing something, I don't want to say interesting, but he's being a little he's a little bit of a prickhead, and or I'll explain my reasons why I think that in a second here. One, we're gonna rewatch that little bit moment there real fast.
It's more for the fans than it is for me. Scored a goal. Got to take my shirt off.
Sweetheart.
I mean, I can stay if you want.
No, that's okay.
All right.
See, to me, that is some BS, and we're gonna go back to this a little bit there. Did you see Roy's face when Jamie asked that? He looked at Ted like, "What are you gonna say about this?" We'll watch it
Scored a
again.
goal. Got to take my shirt off.
Sweetheart.
I mean, I can stay if you want.
Look at Roy.
No, that's okay.
All right. Cheers.
But he lets him go. He lets
All
him
right, kid,
go.
after you.
Oh, you're gonna be a gentleman now, are you?
No, babe. Just gonna watch your ass.
Fuck off. Watch it and weep.
Anywho, thank you for your time.
And then from that kind of awkward locker room scene, what do we get from here? You'll see in a second, but it's like,
Only look straight to the sky. Just the changing of the tides. Simplify, simplify. Mama keeps saying I'm gonna be okay. She gon' eat, sleep, and breathe fine anyway. Got a man in the country, got a place to stay. Said simplify, simplify. Now I see things in a different light. I got a civil war that I can't deny. Said simplify, simplify. Don't know when, don't know why. Only look straight to the sky. Just the changing of the tides. Simplify, simplify.
Coach, you gotta stay up.
Come on, man. Don't be a sleep cop.
what I think is funny about that is it goes from this kind of setting of like, fuck this new guy, and there's not really this teamwork in the locker room, and there's this weird tension, to Ted and Beard. They are a fucking team. No matter what, when it goes back to them, those two are a goddamn team. And so when they're rearranging the office, I think that this is a symbolization of like the teamwork starting, and it starts with like Beard and Ted. It starts with like this office in here in this locker room is like the team is number one. And it is very funny to me how we'll watch like the office gang grow. I also think it's funny that this is the first place Ted falls asleep in. Like, he is not sleeping on the plane. He's not sleeping on XY, blah, 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 blah. I think it's because, like, Ted, this is the only place he is back and comfortable again. He's back in the locker room like he was when he's coaching American football. He's like back with his boys and his team, even though, he needs to build a new rapport with this new team. But to me, I think this symbolizes right now, this is Ted's safe spot. Like, there is nowhere else for Ted to be safe right now. And we'll talk about that a little bit later at the end, too.
Roy! Hey! Roy!
Yeah? What do you want?
It was real fun watching you out there today. The boys really respond to you. It doesn't surprise me, though. You've had a heck of a career.
Look at Roy's face, dude. This guy does not like Ted. I was going to say this a little bit earlier, but like, it is interesting how Roy is one of the most anti-Ted people, like in the entire cast. Like, even more than Rebecca. Roy fucking hates this guy. It's a little bit funny to think about it from his perspective, though. All he knows is he has this new head coach who has never coached soccer. He had some like shitty interview who, like, he had no idea about half of the rules even involved. Um, he's spitting on everyone, like, not making himself look very good at all. Um, and now, first day into the locker room, he's letting the star player, Jamie, which is like their ace or whatever the fucking best player is in soccer would be, um, walk out with basic, like, walk out on practice or XYZ early be for some bullshit reason of needing to be waxed. That all BS. Like, that is not a reason to go walk out on practice or anything XYZ. But the way Jamie frames it is it's like, oh, it's not my fault. It's not my responsibility. Like, I have to go do this. But it's just Jamie finding more like bullshit to just like fucking be a bullshitter. Um, and I would agree. Oh, and after all of that, you watch him fall asleep in like the middle of his office. I would be pissed off if I was Roy. I'd be so pissed off if this was the end of my career and like this is what I got handed. I think Roy is really justified in what he's about to go think and feel.
Thank you. Never thought it would end being coached by Ronald fucking McDonald.
You gonna let him call you that?
I don't think he was referring to me.
He thinks he's mad now. Wait till we win him over.
He'll be furious.
Just hold on to that for about like a season.
You got any tape?
What are you doing in there?
I never really thought about this when I first watched it. Of course, Keely would feel a little weird about this. She doesn't know this man, and like she's a model. We'll learn that eventually soon. So she is like normalized to people sexualizing her and her being, you know, pretty and objectively attractive. She's probably like it's normalized to her that people are a little sexist or blah 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 with how they treat her because of just whatever industry she's in. So I'm wondering if it's normalized to her that people just like gawk at her and she's expecting this random guy from America to just be peeping in on her tits that are barely covered. So like it is very interesting to me. This is how they met. I never really clocked it at the very start of how bad of an impression this could have given Ted if, like...
I'm sorry, are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I shouldn't laugh.
It's okay. No, I was just, I was making some adjustments to the locker room here.
Nice.
One, this is so important. The believe sign is the most... I love this fucking sign. Like, I love this class or this locker room. I love this sign. I just think... I love this thing.
Yeah. Though, I believe it's crooked.
Now, here I am thinking it was the room that was all out of whack, but you know what? I think you're right. What you doing back here? Where's Jamie?
Oh, he left his phone in his locker.
Oh, why don't he come get it?
He's still getting waxed. Surprisingly furry. The hair was like growing back while she was doing it.
Come on.
May I?
Oh, yeah, help yourself.
She sees that he covered her up.
Lower it down on that side.
Oh, great.
Keep going, a little bit. Teeny bit more. Stop! That's perfect.
All right. How about that? Nice teamwork. How?
Old school.
Yeah.
I'm Keely, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm Ted Lasso.
No, I know.
I think we learn her name there. We learn her name is Keely, even though I've said it a few times.
Oh, you're trending hard on Twitter right now.
How about that?
Do you even tweet?
Nah. But I do beatbox all right.
I never know how to react when a grown man beatboxes in front of me.
I would like to just my head canon. He just improv that on the moment. He just did it, and Keely was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But they just rolled with it and kept it in the show, and it's so funny to me.
I hope you never run into Biz Marquee.
All right. Well, if you get curious and you start searching around on Twitter, I would avoid hashtag Richmond or wanker or dick.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Oh, welcome to England.
What I love about that though is it's like in Ted and Keely's first moments, like I was going over, Ted could have been creepy. Like it could have put like this entirely negative view in Keely's side, but sorry, I don't think Keely has had very many men who respect her and respect her body and respect like who she is as a person. And I think that that is what like brought her on Ted's good side like immediately day one. Also, it's crooked still, which is so funny. But I just like we'll learn a little bit later on. I think Keely and Ted are very similar sides of the same coin, where like Rebecca, we'll go into this a little bit later in an episode or two. Rebecca is a lion, where Keely and Ted are pandas.
Hey, and thanks again for the lift.
That's all right.
Hey, this you, Nate?
Oh, that one? No, God, no. No, I couldn't handle that. This is me, green one here. Right. So get that in there. I'll come.
Already burning the midnight oil, I see, Ted.
Well, as the man once said, the harder you work, the luckier you get, huh?
On the diagonal.
My apologies, Ted. We should have ordered you a car.
Oh, no, that's okay. Night, y'all.
We'll take a moment to just think about that for another second. One, there is a very interesting dynamic between Nate, Ted, and Beard, and then Higgins and Rebecca. I don't really know what it is yet. I have tried to think about it quite a bit, but it's like, to me, there is this reason they're separating these two parties so hard with how they're making the cuts in the scene, because realistically they're like 10 feet apart from each other, just at each other's cars. But when you cut from one to another, it just feels like there's this clear separation. I don't know if it's a representation of Nate, Beard, and Ted all wanting to make this work, and they love, not that they love soccer, but they're trying to succeed, where Rebecca and Higgins are on the other side. And even though it's not really Higgins' choice, but like they're trying to make it fail. They're like the downfall. They're the villain. I find it interesting. Also, I'm going to go back and to go over one more scene.
On the diagonal.
My apologies, Ted. We should have ordered you a car.
See, when she says we should have ordered you a car, she looks at Higgins like it's his fault. Like he's the head of communications or whatever they said his job was. But she's constantly snaking on him, like he's doing something wrong, like he's at fault, like she's just constantly threatening him, which makes sense. And we're gonna figure out why in a second.
Oh, no, that's okay. Night, y'all.
What is wrong with you?
It's just that everything I've eaten today feels like it's stuck right here.
Oh, here we go.
Seems like such a nice man. I'm not sure I can do this.
Obviously, for this to work, I'm going to need the full support of my new Director of Football Operations. I'm assuming that's a promotion and substantial pay rise that would be of interest to you.
And your family.
What I think is so interesting is such a small comment. I love Higgins. I think everyone should love Higgins near the end of the show, but Higgins doesn't do this for himself. We can see he's clearly emotionally like distraught with what's going on. He's clearly like uncomfortable with all of the just shitty shadiness going on. But that last comment, it'll be a significant pay increase for you, dot, 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 and your family. That's where that's Higgins' soft spot. And that's where he gets controlled by. And it puts this man in such a hard position.
Hey, look, this car's got an invisible steering wheel.
And then Ted does a silly joke. It's just this hard moment, silly joke. Hard moment, silly joke.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's my man.
Look at Beard squashed in the back. Look at him all squashed up in the back. That's
Nate here run the horn.
You're a godsend, Ted Lasso.
Takes one to know one.
Well,
I accept.
wonderful. Oh, and Higgins, I know that there'll be elements to this little adventure that will weigh on you a bit, but I'm sure it won't be harder than it was to sneak all Rupert's women in and out behind my back all those years.
And there, Rebecca is finally honest about why she is so upset with Higgins. We finally get it. He was a major part in Rupert cheating on her, and like from her perspective, I totally get why she would be angry about that, why she'd be bitter and resentful at Higgins. But like, take it from the other side. Higgins is so sweet. And also, what is he supposed to do? Before 3 days ago, she wasn't his boss. His boss was the one asking him to go and like get these ladies for him. He was just doing what his boss was asking of him, and it's clear he needs this money for his family. He gets put in this pickle, and it's like poor Higgins. What do you do? What, you're gonna go to your boss's wife and tell them that he's cheating on her? Like that's not a good way to keep your job either, I don't imagine. It's just, I think it's hard.
Zero.
This is you, Coach.
Oh, okay. All right, you good?
Good. You good?
Yeah.
Night, Coach.
Good night, Coach.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What's this for? Into touch.
Get some sleep, Coach.
Yeah, I will.
I'm gonna pause right here just for a moment before we get into everything. To me, I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way. Sorry. Ted looks so different right now. And he's like showered and in casual clothes. This doesn't look like the same Ted like we've been like seeing this entire episode. And I think it's really interesting what we're about to see from this version of Ted.
Hey, big guy. How you doing? How's school day? Right. No, I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little loopy today. Yeah, yeah, you can say that. No, that's okay. No, I just want to hear your voice. Yeah, yeah, go do your thing. Yeah. Hey, is your mom there? Okay. Thanks, big guy. Yeah, I miss you.
Look how big of a smile is on his face as he's talking to his son. And we'll go back to it again in a second. What, 8, 28, 45, 5, 51. Sorry, taking a second. His son, like, just, he loves his son so much. And it's obvious his son loves him. Like, think about it from who was taking this picture. Ted is taking this picture of his wife and his son. And who is he looking at? He's not looking at his mom. He's looking at Ted in the eyes. He's not looking at the camera. He's looking at Ted, his dad. Where is his wife looking, though?
Hey, how you doing? Well, you know, so far so good. Yeah. Oh, wait, it's gonna take some getting used to. Yeah, but I think once we get going, it's gonna go all right. Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
He's talking to his wife right now.
Oh, well, you know what? It's actually pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it got a cute neighborhood too. Yeah. Yeah, you and the little guy gotta get on over here. Come check it out. But no, what did I say? But that's what I'm doing, though. I'm giving you that space. Yeah, myself. Right. Uh-huh. Okay. No, that's okay. Yeah. Hey, Michelle. I love you. No, that's okay. You don't have to. Really? Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. All right now. Good night.
It's so hard. It's so hard. I just think I think she's being so unfair to Ted. From that conversation, we learn Ted took this job across the sea so that he could give his wife some space. She was falling out of love with him. And what is he supposed to do about it? He loves her and he loves his son. And he just wants to try and try and try to make it work. And he keeps trying harder. And even just inviting them over breaks her boundary and upsets her. And I just, I think, I think she is just so toxic for that. Like, it's obvious his world is them. Um, and he just can't even get an I love you back. It's just hard.
Shoot. Now I can't sleep.
So that's why he couldn't sleep on the plane. It goes all the way back, and it cuts to a joke. But to me, this tells us Ted, he's hurting. He's hurting, and he's trying to figure out his way back. He's not even trying to figure out this soccer bullshit. Like, he wasn't reading a book on soccer tactics like Coach Beard. He was reading a book on philosophy and how to find oneself. He's not he's not looking for beard and his dreams, he's thinking about his family. When Rebecca talks about having a divorce with Rupert and it being hard, he understands it because he's going through it. So much of this show has so much weight of these emotions that aren't directly said, but they're just shown. And like if you think about it and you feel what these characters might feel for a moment, it's a lot more real than you might expect for a silly comedy show that came about just because there was a scene about an American not knowing football, like, or American football coach not knowing like soccer rules in a reporting show. This was the entire reason why this show came about. And it was for a silly joke, and they used that silly joke to just explore so many of these deep emotions. That's why I love Ted Lasso. I think I'll see you guys in the second episode.